So my Z4 is a 2005, and like most older vehicles, it's starting to have a couple issues. So I've been in the process of fixing them. I did all the PCV or crankcase ventilation hosing. I didn't film that because it was a little bit of a pain in the butt, and I got frustrated. So I just went ahead and pushed forward and did those. I still need to replace the coolant temperature sensor, which I have. I just haven't installed it yet. But today, I'm going to do something that should be fairly easy, and that is this. I'm going to replace the accelerator pedal. And the reason for this is my car has started to go into limp mode a little bit recently, and doing some research I found out that one of the things that could cause the car to go into limp mode is if it loses brief communication with the gas pedal. And of course I did a deep dive into the CPU of the car with my Carly app, and one of the things that came up was the accelerator pedal. It lost communication to it. So I figured, let's get a new one because it has the sensor built right into it. And I found one of these on eBay for 50 bucks, including the sensor, shipped to me. And that ended up being less than the cost of getting the sensor brand new. So I was like, you know what? The Z4 is old. I put maybe 4,000 miles a year on it. I don't mind getting a used pedal for it and a used sensor as long as it works. But there was a problem. This is the pedal that the car had, and this is the pedal that I was sent. They look identical except for one thing. This is for an automatic. The difference is this one, when you push it all the way down, you get that little click down to tell the car to kick it down into another gear, whereas on the manual transmission, you don't have that. But I did some research using the old Google, and it seems like most people that do a manual transmission conversion swap on their automatics keep the automatic pedal because it works just fine, but they'll put a stopper in it. So what I did is I put a little piece of foam weather stripping right behind here so it won't click down. And in theory, it should work just fine. So we'll see. If it doesn't work, then what I'll end up doing is just swapping this throttle position sensor over to the manual pedal and seeing if that fixes it. I would have just done that anyway, but it requires a T10 security Torx bit. And T15 is the smallest security Torx bit that I own. So if worse comes to worse, I will run to the parts store and just grab the right Torx bit and just swap the sensors over. But in the meantime, let's put this pedal in and see if it works. So it was very cramped, so I didn't get to actually film the removal, but basically at the bottom of the gas pedal, you'll see a little screw cap. You pick that off with a flathead screwdriver, a tiny flathead, mind you, and then you have an Allen head. I actually used a T30 Torx bit, and that unscrewed it just fine. And then once you have the bottom screw out, you just pull straight up on the gas pedal, it unclips, and then you just reach around, unclip the electrical connector, and it's out. And then, as we love to say, installation is the reverse of removal. So this is genuinely the very first time that I'm cranking this up since putting the new pedal in. If it immediately goes into limp mode, then we know it may not have worked. If it doesn't go into limp mode, then it did work. But even if it does go into limp mode, I'm going to try resetting the adaptations, and maybe that will fix it up. But here we go. And all right. Sure, everything goes off. That airbag light is new. That's fun. But it seems to be working. Nice. Yeah, let's take it for a quick drive. Feels good. Feels real good, actually. A few miles down. Accelerator pedal still feels very good. Acceleration is nice. Everything's good and smooth. It seems to be working. No lights on, other than the new airbag light. So yeah, I'd call that a success for sure. All right, back to the couch. Well, two great successes. A, the pedal worked, and B, when I got home, I cut the vehicle off, let it sit for a second, cut it back on, and the airbag light, it did not come back on. So I did some research on it. Turns out there's a sensor at the front of the car that if it gets really wet, it can trigger an airbag light, and it's been extremely rainy and cold lately. So hopefully that's all it is, but I'll keep an eye on it. Anyway, installing a new gas pedal, super easy, very quick actually as well, and it was, for me, pretty inexpensive because I found a good deal on eBay. Unfortunately, when I ordered it on eBay, the part that they sent me was not the part they advertised. They did advertise it with the right part number that I needed, but then of course sent me the wrong part number. But hey, it's eBay, it happens. The good news is the car works. The car works just fine, it drives great, no issues, so I'm happy. Anyway, thanks for watching, I'll catch you next time.